Hello, in today's video I'm going to be answering the question, what IELTS exam should I take? So there are a few different types of the IELTS exam. I'm sure you've heard of some of these. So there's the academic exam, the general exam, the UKVI exam, the IELTS indicator, and the IELTS life skills exams. So we're going to look at each of these in this video so that you know which one you need to take. If you're planning to study at university, you need the academic IELTS exam. You might also need this one if you're studying on a non-university course. It doesn't matter whether the university is in your country or in another country. If you're going to be studying in English, you will probably be asked for an IELTS score. The academic IELTS exam is often considered to be more difficult than the general exam, and so for this reason you can usually use an academic score where you need a general score, but not always. It's always best to ask whoever is asking you for an IELTS score what forms of the IELTS test they will actually accept. The general IELTS exam is what's usually needed for immigration, and it can also be accepted by some employers. As I mentioned before, the academic IELTS exam can usually be used in place of the general, but not the other way around. If they say that you need a academic score but you have a general exam score, it's generally not going to be accepted. If you're thinking about working or studying in the UK, you might need to take the UKVI version of the test. The test itself is actually the same. The difference is the procedures around the exam in order to make the UKVI a more secure exam. You shouldn't need to take this if you're going to study at a university, particularly on a degree course, but for other forms of study you might be asked to get this one. As always, the best thing to do is to ask the institution that wants this score from you which forms of the IELTS test will they accept. I've spoken before about the IELTS indicator test. This is not really a full IELTS test. It's not accepted in the same way as the other IELTS tests. This was introduced during the COVID-19 pandemic as really a way for people who still wanted to apply to universities to prove that they had the English level. However, the universities will probably be asking people to take an actual IELTS test at some point when the test centres reopen. So unless you really need to do this to get into university, I would recommend waiting until the test centres reopen, because then you won't need to take 2 IELTS tests. The final type of IELTS test is the IELTS life skills tests. These are a bit different to the other tests because they test your ability at a particular level. So they have these tests at A1, A2 and B1, and they're aimed at people really emigrating to the UK. The A1 test is really aimed at people who are planning to get a visa to visit or live with somebody who already lives in the UK. The B1 test is for people who are looking to either emigrate or to move to the UK for a longer term. And the A2 one was introduced more recently in the last couple of years as a way for those who have already done the A1 test, who have been in the UK for about 2.5 years, to take another test which will allow them to remain in the UK for longer. So there are a couple of simple rules really. If you're planning to go to university, you most likely need the IELTS academic exam. If you're planning to emigrate, you should probably get the IELTS general exam. You only need to worry about UKVI if you're planning to go to the UK. Life skills is also really for people who want to emigrate to the UK. Beyond that, the best thing to do is to just ask the institution that wants this score from you, what form of this test do you need to take? It's always better to ask than to spend the money and time preparing for the wrong exam and then find out you need to do another exam for more money, and you'll probably need to do some more preparation. Thank you for watching this video. If you found the information interesting, informative, helpful, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in another video.